Today I'm going to explain the movie name, Red Notice. The story started with the narration of 2000 years ago. Roman general Antony gifted 3 precious eggs as a wedding gift to Egypt Queen Cleopatra because he had a lot of devotion to her. 2 of them were died here, but the real reason behind their deaths was those 3 bejeweled eggs. Price of those 3 eggs is a lot today. The eggs were lost over time, and in 1907, a farmer rediscovered 2 of them. The third one was remained lost. 1 egg is sold, and the other one kept in a museum in Rome. Then we see a guy make a fake egg. Then the scene shifts to Rome, where the FBI team arrives to protect the egg. The FBI team was led by 2 FBI agents, Urvashi and John. Urvashi then tells the museum to evacuate because a man named Norman plans to steal the egg. There John checks the egg and says Norman has done his job. Eggs have been stolen by Norman and this egg is fake. The manager doesn't believe him until he takes a Coke from a child's hand and put on the egg. The egg melts in an instant. Seeing this, Urvashi immediately asks to seal the room, and this is the first time Norman has been seen here. Norman ran away from here. John and Urvashi tried hard to catch him, but could not. Then, 56 hours go by, and we can see some scenery of Bali. We see Norman go to a place where he picks up the egg and hears the sound of John. Then we see John came to arrest Norman with the FBI team. John know all the history of Norman, and Bishop gave the information about Norman's every movements. John then loads Norman and the egg into separate cars so that Norman cannot escape again. John then assigned an officer to take the egg, but in fact that was Bishop, and she was also a thief. She replaces the real egg with a fake egg, and escapes by stealing the egg. Then the scene was shown 32 hours later, in Rome. The Urvashi tells John that the egg brought in the car is fake, and the FBI suspects John was behind the incident. John trying to convince her, but Urvashi arrested him, and sent him to a Russian prison. He meets Norman in that prison, and Norman tells him how an Egyptian billionaire made it a condition that he would give 3 eggs at his daughter's wedding. The person who will do this job will be paid $300 million. Then John asks him about the 3rd egg, because no one knows where the 3rd egg is. Norman says he was thinking of the 2nd egg. It was with an arms dealer. He puts the egg in a locker made in his villa. Then he says that in a few days a party will be organized at his house, and everyone will come, wearing masks. In the next scene we see Norman yells at everyone that John is a police officer. Then the prisoners there attacked John. Then the police came and stopped them. Then someone came and said that Captain wants to meet them, and that was Bishop. She apologizes for trapping them, and adds that she has come here for 3rd egg, which only Norman knows. Bishop then tells Norman that if he takes her to the 3rd egg, she will release Norman from prison, and will pay him 10%. Norman does not agree to this offer, so Bishop left from there. John says he wants to prove his innocence, and if Norman helps him, both will be served. John reminding Norman about the party of that dealer is tomorrow. The next day Norman tells him about his plan, and it was a much simpler plan. At first they blew soap into a cleaning agent, and after that there is a blast, and everyone's attention goes to that. Russian officials tried hard to stop them. John almost died in here, but they managed to escape. We then see Bishop at the home of an FBI agent in London. She uses his system to remove all her reports from there and find out that John and Norman have escaped and will come to the arms dealer's party. Norman then contacts his friend, and they arrive at the scoot with his friend's jet. Meanwhile, Norman tells John about his plan on how to get to the locker by evading the guard. The locker was made of titanium metal and will only be opened by recognizing the dealer's voice and appearance. Lastly, Norman says the security will be opened with his fingerprint and password. For that we need to steal his phone. The next scene goes to the party where Norman tells John to steal the phone and he goes to collect the thumbprint. There they see Bishop is also here. After much persuasion from Norman's, John goes to talk to Bishop. John wants to dance with Bishop so that the dealer feels jealous and comes close to him. At this point John will steal his phone and he succeed his plan. Norman on the other hand was able to use his intellect to get the thumbprint. Then they come to the vault and Urvashi comes there too and tries to stop them, but they leave Urvashi and go inside. There they see that Bishop is already there and then they fight with Bishop but lose it, and then we see the dealer comes there with his people. It was actually a plan and they were working together to bring John and Norman here. Bishop then tells Norman that if he does not tell about the third egg, his friend John will be tortured, and they start torturing him. So Norman tells them about the third egg, which is inside a pyramid in Egypt. The dealer and Bishop are then seen drinking and celebrating, and the dealer faints. Here it is understood that Bishop cheated with the dealer. Then, the dealer regains consciousness and he cannot see clearly and he shots the gun, which accidentally opens John's handcuffs. John wants to leave Norman, but then Norman tells John that he gave Bishop the wrong address. And they got out of there, and saw that it was a bull stadium. Somehow they managed to escape out from there. In the next scene we see them on a train. There John scares Norman and wants to know the location of the third egg, but Norman did not inform him for his own safety. Later John becomes emotional and tells Norman that if he can catch Bishop then Norman will become the #1 thief in the world. Norman then said that the incident took place in April 1945, where a faithful man of Hitler finds that egg and then he left Germany with all his belongings on his way to Argentina. Many people were looking for him and among them was Norman's father. After his father's death, Norman finds a watch in his father's drawer, and from the watch he learns that the third egg is hidden in a forest in Argentina. The two of them then went to the forest and came to the secret bunker. Then Norman opens the bunker through his father's watch. When they go there, they see a lot of valuable things inside, a lot of expensive cars. They get the third egg there, and Bishop also gets there before they get out. Then Bishop tells them that from the beginning she follows them. Then we see Urvashi arrive there too, with the FBI team, and attack them. They escaped by car and came out through a fountain. Then here we see another twist that John and Bishop working together to find the third egg. There John tells Norman that his father was also a thief and he wants to be a bigger thief than him. They then tied Norman to a tree and fled. The next scene goes to the wedding of the daughter of that Egyptian billionaire, and there the 3 eggs were brought together, and the girl was very happy to see it. On this party we see John and Bishop is also here and they got $300 million. But then Urvashi and her FBI team arrived there and arrested the billionaire, and seeing this, the John and Bishop ran away. 6 months later we see John and Bishop having fun in a boat, and that's when Norman arrives and the two of them are shocked to see him. He tells how Urvashi arrests him again and sends him to Russian jail, but Norman escapes from there and tracks the two of them and arrives here. Norman tells John that he has informed Urvashi about his $300 million and now he has nothing left, just like him. Then Norman tells them that I have a new mission for you and 3 of us have to work together. And if you don't, Urvashi will come and arrest you soon. At first John does not agree, but after persuading Bishop they agree. They fled before Urvashi arrived. In the next scene we see them in Paris, and they were preparing for a new theft there, and here we get a hint that maybe another sequel to this movie will come. And this is where the movie ends.